Good evening, folks. My name is Juan. It's my absolute pleasure to invite you onto tonight's call. We would wish for you to sit back, relax, make as many notes as you can, because this event could change your life. It did change mine 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago, not even. And we would really love for you to come out of this session empowered with lots of knowledge about the industry that we operate in and the business that we run. For us, this is a serious business. It's a big deal, and we can't wait to share with you on tonight's call. So everybody, you're welcome, and we would love for you to make notes, as I've said. And it's my great pleasure now to announce the person that's introduced us, my wife and I, Leonie and I, to this business 2.5 years ago. He's a bronze presidential director in this business, Heike Berg. Some of you may know him for his other skills that we're not going to talk about tonight, but I'd like to hand over to Heike to open tonight's meeting officially. Thank you, Heike, over to you.
Thank you, Juan. It's a pleasure to be on this call tonight. Thank you, everybody. And it's awesome. Welcome to all the new guys and people that are already part of this incredible company, incredible opportunity. It's awesome. So tonight is really just about education, helping you understand what it is exactly that we do. It's ironic to think about the fact that, you know, there are really more opportunities out there today to get you to a place of financial freedom than ever before. It's just probably you don't know what you don't know. And so what this is going to, well, tonight is really going to challenge your mindset when it comes to this business model, as it is not a traditional business model. So what I would like you guys to do is really just have an open mind and sit back and relax and get excited, because you can truly use this vehicle to achieve anything, to really, really achieve anything. The key here tonight is freedom. It's really, you know, developing a residual passive income that can get you to a place of freedom, if that's what you like or want. If you want to just earn an extra 5,000 or 10,000 Rand a month, that's also 100% perfect. You know, the leadership, the training, it's really incredible. It's an opportunity that's literally sweeping across the world, and you're going to hear quite a bit about it tonight. It really, really changed our lives. I'm in the entertainment industry, and it's hard and it's tough. And there was a time in my life when I was super depressed because I didn't know how I was going to make a living for myself and my family in this country. This opportunity came past us about 5.5, 6 years ago, and it just absolutely blew my mind. I was invited to come and watch a business presentation. And of course, I wanted to use some of these products because, you know, I don't want to get involved in something which I don't believe in, which I don't have a conviction about. And when I saw people, ordinary people, getting involved and really learning, growing, being teachable, being honorable, and creating massive streams of income, it just excited me so much. That was 6 years ago. I got involved. It was probably about 18 months until I got to a place of freedom where we had enough residual income that I didn't have to sell my time for money anymore. And every single person on this call that's going to be talking, as well as other people on this call, are walking their journey towards freedom. They're making good money. Some people are making a lot of money. And it's not really about the money. It's what you can do with the money. So there's a couple of reasons also why I did this. You know, I come from a family where my father was an exceptional dad, but he wasn't a present dad. I remember as a child, we probably went on 2 trips together. That's it. And as I grew up, you know, my mother and my father got divorced when I was 11 years old. And as I grew up, I always wanted that dad to kind of, you know, be with me. And I never went and did dad things. And I made this promise to myself that one day when we have kids, I'm going to be the one spending time with them. But how do you do that? How do you do that in a world where there's so much pressure? You know, there's so much work that needs to be done just to pay the bills. Some people are making a lot of money, but they're slaves. They've got this golden handcuff on, and they're working themselves to death, but there's really, really no freedom. And I looked at people across, you know, the board, and I saw people really living significant lives. You know, the Instagram life that you look at people, they're traveling and they're doing all these wonderful things. And you think, how can you do that? How do people actually do it? And people do it with business models like these. You know, I've got massive dreams, and that's something that that dies with most people is the ability to dream and really envision a better life for them, because we buy into this idea of mediocrity, and we just kind of accept our lives the way that it is, or we become victims of society and the problems and ESCOM and all of those things, and we start blaming everything around us, and we start shoving our dreams into our paychecks, and we're just getting more and more pressured and more stressed and more fearful. So, I had to look at different streams of income, and I've tried many things in my life. Look, I've paid a lot of school fees until this opportunity came my way, and I decided I was going to be teachable, I was going to be honeable, because I was hungry to change my life. And we got involved, and this is not a fly-by-night company. It's not some weird, strange pyramidal thing. It's not it's an incredible company because the product saved my life. I used the products and it literally saved my life. And I got this burning desire to help people and educate people about the business models out there that can literally change your life. If you can earn an extra 2, 5, or 10,000 rand a month, what would that mean to you in your life? And so we went on this journey, and that's Geraldine. That's our heart and our passion, is to educate people and take people by the hand, only if you're willing. Look, it's only if you really want to, because the only limit in this business is you. Are you willing to work on your fears, work on your skills, work on everything? And if you're willing to do that and not really care what people think, what people think about you, as you go ahead and you build your dream, let me tell you, you're going to do an incredible, you're going to lead an exceptional life. We're a business model that operates in 26 countries. It's online. You can generate income from across the world. You can travel across the world. It's really, this business will change your life. So with that, I want to hand over to Juan and Leonie. I want to thank our mentors. They are Gold Presidential Directors, Breg and Sebastian Kamstra, as well as Vince and Yolandi van der Linde. In this business, you're not alone. You've got people that will take you by the hand and lead you and guide you. And we wish that the penny will drop tonight, so that we can follow up with you and really chat and see what is your heart and what it is that you want out of life, so that you can make a wise decision, so that we can walk this journey with you. So with that, Juan, over to you. Thank you. Thank you for being on the call. We love you all. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Heike, for sharing with us and explaining to us so nicely why you're doing this business. I can just say the reason why I'm doing this business is exactly that. We've been told that we don't have enough money to go into retirement, and I've realized that I need to go and do and find something else. I was really grateful to my wife that actually found this business, and I literally joined her a month, 2 into the business, and we are not looking back. We are absolutely adoring this business, and we live and eat and breathe this business today. So up next, we are really privileged. We have one more lady that's going to share with us on why she's doing this business. This lady is all the way from Worcester. She's a Gold Executive Director in this amazing business. Her name is Elisma Pickworth, and you are so welcome to listen to her. Over to you, Elisma.
Thank you so much, Juan. It's such a privilege to be on this call tonight, and I would just like to thank Juan and Leonie Hutton, my enrollers and upline, for their mentorship, and also Heike and Geraldine for all you have done for us. Really appreciate you. Yes, so this opportunity has just changed my life tremendously. My mindset, finances, just a lot of things, and my why has actually changed a lot since I've started in this business. Before the opportunity came my way, I was really in a bad space. It was in the hard lockdown, and me and my husband are in full-time ministry, and we soon realized we have to have another leg of income to build on. I'm also a small business owner, and working for yourself is really hard work. So I started this small business because we are in full-time ministry, just for that backup. But I really worked hard. I worked from 5 in the morning till 12 at night. Sometimes I went through to 2, 3 o'clock, and then I get up at 5 again. And I was just tired and depressed, and I couldn't do this anymore. And my greatest desire was freedom. I was longing for time also growth, because I felt stuck in what I'm doing. I felt I'm not growing, I'm not enjoying life. There's nothing to look forward to. I'm just working all the time. I can't dream because our dreams doesn't fit our budget. And I really prayed, and this opportunity came my way. And when I saw this, I really thought, this is not for me, because I'm also an introvert, really extreme introvert. And I thought, just, let's just try this and see where this is going. We need something to get our time back. And for that, also what's in this company is the self-development system that has also, it changed my life, really. It changed my mindset. It opened up my mindset. And I just realized how stuck I was in life, being in my comfort zone and not breaking out of my comfort zone. And I soon realized I have to change. If I want things to change, I have to change, and I have to break the barrier of fear and just, grow. Put myself out there. And if I want to grow in life, and if I want to go forward in life, I really just have to take on something that's bigger than myself. And this company and this business just changed my life. I have more freedom. I'm not where I want to be. I'm still working hard. But I'm also working on this part-time because I have a goal that I want to achieve, to have more freedom in the future and have more time to spend with my family, be present, and just make a difference in life. And yes, that's my story. Thank you, Juan.
That's super. Thank you so much, Elisma, for sharing with everybody on tonight's call. My regards to you and to Robert. Give him a big hug from us. Yes, folks, my wife is doing this business full-time. I'm doing it part-time. I'm still involved in the banking industry, and I've been working there for the last 30 years or so. And heaven knows how long am I going to still be allowed to work in that environment. So up next, we have, or just before we go to the next couple that's going to share with you, I'd like us just to record this for the leaders on the call. Tonight's event ID is 3580. You're welcome to punch that into your Lead Team app. That's just a system that we use. Don't worry if you don't have Lead Team app, it's not a problem. We'll next time when we do this call, you could actually use it, which is quite exciting. So up next, we have a powerful couple. Albie and Clark, could see them. They're silver executive directors in this business. They really know their stuff, and they're sharing with us tonight. They're also friends of ours. They were friends prior to this amazing business, and they still today. And that, I think that friendship has now become, they feel like brothers and sisters to us now. And that's what happens, folks, so that you know. We grow such a close knit on this business that we actually become family. And they say you need to choose your friends and your family wisely. Family you can't, but friends you can. So there you have the code for tonight. Up next is Albie and Clark, and I'm handing over to them. They will do the first part of tonight's presentation, and I'll be doing the last part. Over to you guys.
Thank you very, very much, Johan. It's an absolute honor to be on this call tonight. Yeah, and I've got to edify you. You and Leonie, who introduced us to this business, Albie and myself talk about often how grateful we are. And your guidance, the way you taught us and helped us. And of course, our bronze presidentials, Hedy and Geraldine Berg. I mean, they are absolute unbelievable counselors, unbelievable leaders, and they're always available to us. Folks, I've been working in corporate since I was 21. And this weekend I turned 26, so you can quickly do the sums. And for all those years, I was just working hard. I was trying to get up the ladders, and I was trying to get to the top and putting in immense hours, Yeah, so many years where I was selling my time for money. 40 hours a week, I was doing 60 hours a week, 70 hours a week for 40 years and more. And folks, just before 3 years ago, I had my portfolio checked, because I was getting close to retirement. And I realized, this is 40, you're going to earn 40% less than you're earning in your last paycheck. Well, mine is going to be 60% less. So then I was definitely out there looking for something. And thank goodness Manitek found us. So, in 40 years, you get 480 paychecks, and that sounds great, It sounds great. 480 paychecks, 160 goes to the tax man, and you only get in total 2 years annual leave. Can you believe it? For 40 years, you get 2 years of break. And the stats are clear. You can go check it out. Only 1 in 100 can retire. Unbelievable. I mean, and that was a shocker for me. And thank goodness we found this company. And there's Robert Kiyosaki. You probably know him as the guy that wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He wrote the Cash Flow Quadrant. If you can get your hands on this book, folks, this is an incredible book. It really tells you about the world and how people earn and the wealth in the world. And he developed the 4 quadrants to identify how people earn money. What do they do for a living? And he broke it up into these 4 quadrants. Top one is employee quadrant. Most people are there. 90% of the people are employed somewhere. And of course, they're selling their time for money. At the end of the month, they get their paycheck and they have a job. And that's active income. It's great. But we know how risky that is. We learned through COVID. I mean, shame. So many people halved their salary. So many people lost their income. But it's still a good option. If you want stable income, it's a good option. And then there's those that move from the employee quadrant. They decide, they lose their jobs, so they become self-employed and they start working that way. There they spend more than 40 hours a week. They spend 80 hours a week, and they, most of the time at the end of the month, they're the last ones to get paid. But there's many, many big companies that started off with people that were self-employed. But the real trick here, and the real thing that hits me in the heart all the time, is that 90% of the people in the world, earners, only generate and only draw income of 10% of the world's wealth. Now that's a shocker. So, and on the right-hand side, you have the business owner. Those are the big businesses. That's the Microsoft, all these guys, that employ more than 500 people, and they all got systems. They got, they've got structures in the organization, so that when the owner goes on holiday for 2 years, the business still generates because, all salespeople got their targets and the money still comes in. So he still, he can go on holiday. And that's the start of what we call passive income, because he doesn't have to be there to generate the income. He just earns off the work he did when he started the business. And from there, of course, the money just grows and grows and grows. And they start investing. They invest in islands and more. They invest in programs to help children, to help the ill, to help people that are struggling in the world. And, like Roger Federer has got his tennis academies and his school academies, all in Africa. Those guys are all generating passive income, investing it, and 10% of the world's earners have 90% of the world's wealth. Now, folks, passive income has got to be something you're going to be listening to tonight. So, and then, of course, we look at, Heikki was talking about it. I always had big dreams, and the dreams were all about, from when I was young, I'm going to have a mansion, I'm going to be traveling overseas, I'm going to be doing all these wonderful, I'm going to have the best cars. And guess what? You start working and you suddenly realize you've got a budget, and at the end of the month, your budget is larger than your income, and your month is longer than your paycheck, and you start shrinking your dreams to fit your paycheck. So you go on holiday. If you don't get a bonus from the company, you don't have money to go on holiday. Am I right? That's how it is. So, but there's a different way. You can either stay there, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You can live that normal life, or you can expand your income. And that is where we really want to talk to you about moving from those left-hand quadrants into that right-hand quadrant, that business, big business, where it's system-driven, where you can generate passive income. So we talk about the perfect time for the perfect model. Today, you speak to anybody. they've all ordered from Checkers Online, Take a Lot, from eBucks, from wherever. They're all ordering stuff online. They're doing everything online. And the world has changed, folks. The days of a manufacturer generating a product, let's say for 10 Rand, and well, it costs him 2 Rand, and it hits the shelf in the supermarket for 10 Rand, and the rest is all the advertising, marketing, the distribution, the logistics, all that, the insurance, just to get, just to pay, and of course you're paying for it because you're ordering it. Whereas this business, the ultimate gig, is all about word of mouth marketing, word of mouth business. It's 56% of the retail price is spent on research and development, and the balance is to pay associates, distributors, generating income from it, that passive income from connecting people to your company. So if that's you and you're really interested in that sort of business, and just think about it, it just generates and generates the more and more and more. You do the work now, and it generates for you in the longer term. So, but you got to understand, there's a guy that wrote a book called Paul's and Paul's. He wrote a book called The Perfect Storm of Opportunity, and that was incredible. If you're going to start a business, because we're offering you an opportunity to start a business, you've got to take advantage of the mega marketing trends and industries. If you want to go open a shop now that's going to sell DVDs, you're probably going to struggle a bit and a lot of it. But if you look at what he says, there's 10 years ago, or already 11 or 12 years ago, he forecasted that the health and wellness industry will be $1 trillion industry. Folks, it's over $4.2 trillion right now. That is it. So the health and wellness is everything outside the medical box. I'm a baby boomer, so I'm part of the aging population. And guess what? I take supplements because I want to live a lot longer. But the costs are going up. People are losing jobs. As I said earlier, your month is longer than your money. Wellness options. It's all about wellness, keeping fit. You see all these people on bicycles running down the road, and it's just getting more and more people are very interested in their health. And the environmental challenges. I mean, folks, you just have to drive to Witbank to see what environmental challenges are. And of course, the other trend is direct selling, which we're talking to you about now. Direct selling means you buy directly from the manufacturer or the owner of the product, and it gets gets delivered to your door directly. There's no middlemen. It doesn't depend on middlemen, and that's a huge growing industry. 19 million global sales force doing direct selling. It's not something that's just started. It's been going for 20, 30, 40 years already. $200 billion in total sales at the moment. It's actually more because with COVID, direct selling through online shops has rapidly grown. So it's a rapid global growth. You want to be in it. You want to be in that sort of business because the innovation, the product formulation, the things that you are delivering, you're not having to develop. You're not having to carry the stock. You're not having to run up and down and be a salesman. You're not having to do that. You introduce people to the online shop and they buy direct, and that's how it works. And that's where wellness really starts turning to wealth. Diversity in the products and services, because online shops, there's a lot of competitors. So you can look around and see who's doing what and what the cost is. 90% of the people involved in direct selling do it part-time. But the real industry that's flying is the social entrepreneurship. Suddenly these big guys are starting to feel, they need to plow back into the community, into the world, and even looking at ways of getting rid of pollution, all that stuff. And we are involved in Mission 5 Million charity program. It started off in South Africa about 12 years ago in a soup kitchen. soup kitchen where these products arrived. The guys were showing, showing off their products, and it was just spreading some powder over the food powder over the soup, and it has done wonders for kids. So we are passionate about social entrepreneurship. So Paul's has said, if you find your business in that little triangle in the center, that's a massive business opportunity. It is the storm of opportunities. So Albie, why don't you tell us about Manitek and how that works?
Thank you very much, Clark. And good evening, everyone. It's lovely to be on the call with you. And yes, there is Manitek. Mana means food, tech is technology. So this is a technology company, and they are founded in 1994 in Dallas, Texas. So this is a company that's been around, stood the test of time, and doing all good over the last 27 years already. And then we operate in 26 countries. Now that immediately tells you that you've got a global business here. You don't have to be restricted to one country. So that is absolutely fantastic. And you know, the whole world is your oyster, really. And then the company is publicly traded on the NASDAQ. It's a big stock exchange for technology companies. We're sitting there in the company of companies like Tesla, Microsoft, and so on and so forth. By the way, these companies get audited 4 times a year. We've had clean audits since 1999. And if that doesn't reassure you, then I don't think anything will. But anyway, so Mission 5 Million project, you will hear a bit more about that later. It's aimed at children aged 5 and younger worldwide. And it's really the heart of Manitek. It's very close to our hearts, honestly. And then, of course, you want to be part of something that is really different, unique, and exclusive. So Manitek is the innovators of Glyconutrients, which is it's fantastic disruptive technology of plant-based nutrients that help with cell-to-cell communication in your body. And that's big, folks. You know, it's a new class of nutrients. We all know minerals and vitamins and amino acids and so on. So glyconutrients is a new class. We need 8 glyconutrients. There are 200 identified so far in science. 8 we need for our bodies to function optimally. It affects every single function in your body. And without that, you are definitely in trouble. And that's why we see young children with old people's diseases and more sick people on chronic meds and that sort of thing. And here we have in our hands the most amazing technology that can really get the body to a place where the cells are healthy and therefore the systems in the body works the way it's supposed to. So on the side there, the right-hand bottom, you see a very simplified drawing of the cells and their receptors. And on the middle picture, that where you see the lightning or the action happening, that's those receptors on the cells. And then on the left-hand side, you see 2 of our flagship products, which is absolutely fantastic. That really helps people to get to that place where their health just improves because their bodies can function the way it was intended to. So next, I want to tell you a little bit more about the products. There are at the moment more than 130 registered patents. Now, folks, that is big. That's big in anyone's language. And you won't find that in nutrients, not easily. 1 or 2 here and there, but mostly not. And then a 90-day money-back guarantee. That's in South Africa, other countries, 180 days. That also tells a story. It tells you that these products work because it will be foolish to do that if your products don't work. And then, of course, NSF certified for purity and safety. Very important. It's very prestigious organization to belong to. And that guarantees the quality of the product and the safety and the purity every single time. So it's a very strict sort of situation there that we pass with flying colors all the time. And it's a proud moment to be part of that. And then, of course, the company has spent over $50 million on research and development. It is a science company. That is what we do. And that, again, is big. That is what pharmaceutical companies do. And we're right there, you know, so it's really a big one. And then, of course, 17 human clinical studies. We test on people, on blood and saliva and that sort of thing. And it's actually the gold standard of science. So it's really, it's just a top class product that you get all the time, and it's absolutely safe. So that is really science that you can trust. And I really wish for you to try it out, because you will definitely see the difference we have, and we see that all the time. Thank you very much, Johan. Back to you.
Thank you, Johan.
Thank you so much, LB and Clark. That was a sterling job, and I'm convinced that everybody on on tonight's call would now like to know a little bit more. Where is this heading? You know, how do we make money, etc. But before we get to that, folks, you're learning here about a new type of product that's taking the world by storm, and we are really fortunate. Besides ourselves, my wife and I are taking all these products, and we are really blessed with these products. So what we would like to do is actually invite two people. The first one is a Silver Executive Director, Antoinette Klassen. She's going to tell you her favorite product and why she's so in love with these products. Over to you, Antoinette.
Thank you so much, Johan, for the opportunity to share on this call, and also just to thank Heike and Geraldine, our Bronze Presidential Directors, for the opportunity to share, and also your mentorship and your leadership is phenomenal. Thank you so much. So as Johan said, all these products are really phenomenal. It's hard for me to choose only one, but the one that really stand out for me and that has made such a huge difference in my life is definitely GI Pro Balance. And the reason being is in 2014, I was pregnant with my son. I was 22 weeks pregnant, and my gallbladder had to be removed at the time. Thereafter, I was on chronic medication for the worst heartburn that anybody can ever have. I promise you, it doesn't matter what you eat a fruit and you will have heartburn. You drink water and you have heartburn. It's just ridiculous. I was on chronic medication. It helped a little bit, but not really as much. You know, there was times that through that medication, you still have really bad heartburn. I joined Manitek just over 2 years ago. And at first I didn't even, think about it. And 6 or 7 months in, I started using GI Pro Balance, and I figured, but hang on, my heartburn, I couldn't remember when last I had heartburn. And I definitely know if I do not take GI Pro Balance, the heartburn is back. So I'm forever thankful for the GI Pro Balance and what it did in my life. There's so many other testimonies that I do have on all the other products for my husband and my son, but I do not have enough time tonight to share on those. But for tonight, the GI Pro Balance. Thank you so much, Johan, and enjoy your evening, everybody.
Thank you so much, Antoinette, for sharing with us. Folks, up next, we have an executive director. She's Nikki Upman, all the way from the Eastern Cape. Nikki, over to you.
Good evening, Johan. Yes, I am with Antoinette. We've always got so many testimonies to share, and we never have enough time to share it, because once you start on these products, you just can't stop, because it just works for absolutely everything. Thank you so much to you and Leonie as our presidential upline for all your love and support. We deeply adore you. Guys, back in 2009, I was diagnosed with a whole host of immune challenges. And this really put a damper on my life. It started with one thing and just snowballed into this massive host of problems. I started developing nerve challenges in my spine. Due to these nerve challenges, I had some temporary paralysis episodes on my left side and had to spend some time in a wheelchair, which was absolutely no fun. I later developed non-epileptic seizures, And I also, my left kidney and my bladder started taking some great strain, which meant that I had to start using a catheter on myself. Again, not something that's a lot of fun. And that itself is a challenge. And I had a very hard time with movement. This just meant that, you know, getting up in the morning was just, it was such an effort because the pain was just so great. My immune system got so weak that I spent more time in hospital than I did with my dogs at one point. It was just insane. And I will tell you that my journey with Manitek started in 2020. And the massive improvement I saw was just unbelievable. So I have a very sensitive system, and this was always a big challenge for my doctors and my specialists. I count myself lucky because I quickly saw some amazing results on the product. My favorite, and the one that I started on, was Ambritose. And I will tell you that very soon after I started using Ambritose, I started seeing a major improvement in my joint sweating. My fatigue just lifted a bit. I had more energy. My movement became easier. It didn't all happen in a day. So obviously, gradually, I started seeing more and more results. But just the little bit that I saw so quickly was enough to hook me. I just had all the energy. I could spend time with my family. And I just got back to being the Nikki that I knew and the Nikki that I was happy with. I spent less time in a wheelchair, and today I can say I don't even know when last I've seen my wheelchair. It's probably collecting some dust somewhere, which is fantastic. My blood tests in February, March this year was the best it's ever been since 2009. So I am forever grateful for this product. I will never change. I've since tried lots more. Just like Johan says, they are also on quite a lot of the products, because once you start, guys, you just can't stop. Thank you so much, guys. Enjoy the rest of the meeting.
Thank you so much, Nikki. Yes, folks, I'd like to just say thank you to all the speakers that presented tonight and shared with you from their hearts. None of us are professional speakers. We all just love this business. And, you know, they say in Manitek, you don't find the business finds you. So if you're listening tonight, we
How's it, Clark? Hope you're well. I saw that the screen just went off. Clark, can you just unmute yourself quickly?
Yes, now I can. Yeah. So
has Juan been kicked off?
Well, what happened was he had a whole estate had a power failure. So I can take over I can share my screen if you want me to.
Hold on quickly. Can you share the screen? Have you got the plan with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go from, let me just open the slideshow. I'll go from current slide, and it's going to be where to start. Okay.
Okay. Should I just take over there?
Yeah, yes, please. Let me just.
Thank you very much. Sorry, guys. Okay, great. Listen, so we're going to finish this. Thank you for all your patience. I know COVID and ESCOM and everything. Clark, are you coming right there with sharing?
Yeah, just give me a sec.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your patience. Oh, man. It's been challenging times, but we can always find a solution. We've got 10 minutes. Thank you, Siobhan. Thank you. No problem. Oh, man, thank you for your grace and everything. Really appreciate it. We literally have about 10 minutes left, and I'll be able to finish it. Have you got a clock?
No, I don't have it.
Okay, hold on. I'm going. Are you going to share it?
That's why you've disabled participant sharing.
Okay, nice.
If you allow me to share.
Clark, I can also hold on quickly.
Well, if you can, then use yours.
Hold on. There we go. Can you see this on the screen?
I can see it now. Yes.
Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, now I'm gonna have to go like this. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so you guys have done the first order bonus, eh?
I missed it.
Yeah, I think. So.
Okay, so where to start? Here we go. Where to start? Okay, so everybody can see this. Great. Okay, let's finish this off. So where do you start with? You can either start as a customer. The products are incredible. Please get back to the person that has invited you just to use some of these products. Most people spend, 1,500 Rand in a disc game anyway, every single month on products and whatever it is and stuff. So just get back to the person that has invited you and try the products. There's a 3-month money back guarantee. And that's what I did. When I used these products, it really changed my life. Customers for free. So the person that has invited you will help you open up an online account. You can order directly from Manitek. It'll be delivered at your doorstep. There's some great loyalty points. But if you want to join and you want to qualify for earning the bonuses, you would qualify. You would sign up for as an associate. It's a whopping 710 Rand. It's really ridiculously low to start a business of this magnitude. It's not even 2 cappuccinos a month. You'll receive a business in a box that will be shipped to your doorstep. There's some great loyalty points as well that you receive when you order your products as well, which we'll discuss later. But it's really great. So that's where you start. Great. So in any business, you're going to look for customers and you're going to look for associates. Okay, in any business. So what happens is there's a whole bunch of different bonuses linked to how you get compensated. And I'm just going to run through a couple. So the first bonus, or the first one of the first ways that you get paid is called the first order bonus, which means anybody that purchases Manitek from Manitek, which is directly linked to your account, whether they're in 26 countries, doesn't matter where they are at. We've got website links. We've got amazing app that you can send somebody some info. When he clicks on the app and he orders the products, you get compensated. That's your customer. You'll get paid 20% on their first order. In other words, if somebody orders 1,000 Rand worth of products, you're going to get paid 200 Rand. We get paid on the 15th of every single month. So that's the first order bonus. Okay. When you start as an associate, you want to set up your subscription order. Now, it doesn't matter which company or business you start or whatever venture you go in life, you want to be a product of your own product. I mean, you really want to believe in this product. I've never seen anybody, do something incredibly great if they don't believe in what it is that they do. So you want to become a product of the product. And I always say to people, buy 5,000 Rand worth of products, 10,000 Rand worth of products. Just use all the products, because once you start as an associate, you are the CEO of your own business and you can distribute these products. And you don't, obviously, you've heard about it. You don't distribute, you don't touch products. You've got no employees, you've got no distribution. Everything is done for you. But of course, the more you understand the product and believe in the product, the more confidence and conviction you're going to have to reach out to the rest of the world. But we do suggest to people that if you don't do that, buy at least 1,500 Rand worth of products a month. Now, you're going to make that money back in your first week if you want, or your first month. The 1,500 Rand, that will give you 3 products, depending on what you buy. But the 1,500 Rand also equals what we call a 100-point volume. Now, PV is Manitek's worldwide currency. And how that works is, across the world, every product has got a certain amount of points allocated to the product. For example, our omega-3 is 28 PV. It's 28 PV in every single country. Our catalyst is 42 PV. Our cardio balance is 42 PV in every country. Doesn't matter what it costs in yen and rand and dollar, whatever, the PV is the same, and you always get paid on PV. So it's so incredible. We don't get infected. We don't get affected by inflation and rand dollar. We get paid on point volume. It's a seamless global compensation plan. So, and when you're on 100-point volume, which is more or less 3 products, you also feed, a child with Mission 5 million. So if you look there at the bottom, you'll see that in America, $1 equals 1 PV. In South Africa, it's more or less 15 Rand that equals 1 point volume. So you're going to pay a once-off fee of 710 Rand. You're going to order your products. It's going to arrive at your doorstep. Okay, so imagine that little circle at the bottom. That is your online store. Now you can do business in 26 countries. So you want to start getting a few customers, and we teach you how to do that. If you've never had a business before, of course, it's going to feel a little bit uncomfortable. How do you do it? How do you reach out to people? And that's why the personal development in this program is so incredible, because you want to be taught how to do it. You want to be taken by the hand and led how, to do this. So your first goal would be to get 500 PV of products, running through your online store. Now, in this example, it's 5 customers, each ordering 100-point volume. You can also have 10 customers, each ordering 50 PV. You can have 2 customers ordering 250-point volume. Doesn't matter. But the moment you've got 500 personal point volume, PPV, running through your online store, you will get 15% of the volume, 15% of the turnover going through your store. When you have over 1,000 PPV, you're going to get 20% of everything of the turnover going through your store. So in this example, 500 PPV is about what? 8,500 Rand. 15% of that is plus minus 1,000 Rand. And you can do that in a day. I mean, we've had people that have gone in a day, just parents and family, and everybody come support me, buy these products for kids and everything, So you're going to start earning that. So over and above the first order bonus, you're going to have the power seller bonus. Now you can have 20,000 PPV and just earning that money every month as people order these products, which is incredible. So that's the second bonus. You've got first order bonus, then you've got power seller bonus. Now we're going to talk about the team bonuses. So nobody in this world has ever achieved their full potential and really achieved absolute greatness just doing it by themselves. Nobody. You want to have a team of people that you're going to run with and do this thing with, okay? So, I mean, how many people do you know out there that is in need of extra money, in need of freedom, in need of health, in need of, a new purpose? So many people. Now, of course, the team bonus works like this. You want to get a few people together. When you get John and Cindy, and they also want to join your team, and they also want to run this journey with you. All you do is you help them to do what you have done. And you do that with the help of the team. So you've got John and Cindy, you'll also teach them to do 500 PPB and 500 PPB. The moment you've done that, you qualify for a Team 2 bonus, which is an extra 1,000 Rand coming in every single month. Once you do that with another 2 people, you get a Team 4 bonus. It's 1,500 Rand every month, and so on and so forth. With every 2 people that you do that with, you're going to receive an extra 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. Now, again, this is just a type of income. You've got first order, you've got power seller, you've got team bonuses, but here's where the big money lies. So it's called leadership income. So once you've done this, okay, you will agree with me that in your business, you've got 1,500 PV. You've enrolled John and Cindy, you've taught them to do what you've done. Once you get to this place, okay, you'll agree that you've got about 15 customers in your business. You are feeding 15 kids to the mission of 5 million. And at this place, you're called a director. And a director's passive residual income over and above the bonuses starts about 750 to 3,000 Rand every single month. Now, you can do this. I mean, you can do this in 2, 3, 4 days. You can do it in a week. Just, it depends on how hard you work, how motivated you are, how hungry you are, okay? And here's where it becomes here's where you understand the leverage and the exponential growth. Because at the bottom, you'll see here a director in 750 to 3,000 Rand. Of course, what you want to do is you want to create more directors in your team. You help people and various other people to also become director. If you help 4 people to become director, you are executive director. You've got 6,000 DPV or 60 customers. Did you find all 60 customers? No. It's your team. And 6,000 DPV is about 3,000 to 10,000 Rand every single month, residual income. You can do that in a month. You can do that in 2 months. And do you know how powerful that is? Did you know from R1 million investment, you earn about 5,250 Rand interest every month after tax? Here, your business is already worth R1 million. And that's how all these businesses work. When you want to generate residual income, that's how you've got to think about money. That's how wealthy people think about money. They want to have assets that's going to generate residual income, grandfather money, that's going to get them to a place of freedom. Now, of course, you just keep on duplicating. Then you become gold executive director. That's 20,000 PV. That's 15 to 20,000 Rand a month. People have done that in 5 months. 5 months in this business. What can you do with an extra 20,000 Rand a month? Then, of course, presidential director, bronze presidential, you just keep on duplicating. Platinum presidential, that's 200,000. That's where you start making some seriously good money. And of course, that's just a start because there's really just no limit. And what makes people what keeps people in the game, let me put it that way. What keeps people in the game when it comes to this, because remember, you're not investing R1 million in a business to start, because that's usually what keeps somebody in the game in that business. They have to make this thing work, because if they don't, they're going to lose the R1 million. In this business, the only thing that's going to keep you in the game is your dream, but also the personal development. You need support. You need training. You need a mindset change. You need to be coached. You need to have mastermind classes. You need to, you're like a rough diamond that comes into this business because you don't know how to do it, and you need to be polished. And you need to develop and change your mindset. And that's what is so incredible about this business, this absolute blueprint called the 3-point plan, the system that you plug into that's going to help you get through the tough times, because everything in life is tough. Everything that's worthwhile is tough. But, that's what's going to help you to create a success. So kind of what you have to ask yourself is, if not this, then what? You've got to ask yourself, what is the thing that I'm going to do? How many years of my life have I got left? Am I going to make it count? Am I just going to carry on the way I carry on for the next 3, 4, 5, 10 years and see if something changes? Or are you going to do something about it? If not now, when? When are you going to make that decision? So with that, we want to say good night. If you have lost a lot of the presentation, please get back to us. If you feel like, there's people that we've invited, get back to the person that has invited them. Send them a WhatsApp straight away. Send them you want more info. You want to check this out. You're not in a rush to do anything and stuff, but just get the info and get reliable information so that when you want to join this family, we can help you start. And what a brilliant time it is to start right now, because you've got December to learn, to read the books, to get excited, get fired up for next year, and start changing your life and changing the way, you do things. So with that, we want to say good night. Thank you to all the speakers. Thank you for being on this call. We love you dearly. God bless. Have an incredible, incredible day. We're grateful for the rain, and we're grateful for the small things that we have. There are a lot of challenges, but we overcome. We are a whole bunch of overcomers. So with that, good night. Take care. God bless. Bye.